Operator 72, today is your big day. Your criminal record and background checks have come back clean. You have completed your on-the-job call training with our best counselors. One more hurdle, and you'll become a fully accredited SILT Hotline counselor. Are you prepared for your examination?
I believe so. I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Remember, you can use your training material and any notes you've taken. We don't expect you to have all the SILT information memorized.
That's a relief.
Let's get started with a review of some of the key points. First, a simple question. What is SILT?
SILT stands for Socially Inappropriate Language Therapy. SILT was invented by Dr. Fergus Guggenheim, whose years of research led him to conclude that subjects in stressful situations were able to lower their stress levels and deal with the problems more effectively when they used socially inappropriate language to release negative energy.
Very good.
I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but Dr. Guggenheim is my idol. I can't believe that I'm actually going to be able to use his methods to help people. I'm just imagining all those callers out there who need my help. I can't wait to get started.
Operator 72, your enthusiasm is inspiring. Next question. What is the purpose of the SILT hotline?
The SILT hotline offers telephonic listening support. Clients call us when they are stressed. SILT counselors encourage clients to release their tension by engaging in socially inappropriate language.
Excellent. What is your primary responsibility as a counselor?
My responsibility is to encourage clients to use socially inappropriate language to vent their anger and frustration. As a counselor, I encourage the use of socially inappropriate language without actually using it myself.
Absolutely correct. And what happens if you use socially inappropriate language while counseling clients?
Grounds for dismissal.
Exactly. I don't think I can emphasize this too much. Clients can be very aggravating, as I'm sure you've noticed during your OJT sessions. But we are professionals. We must not allow our own emotions to overcome us during the performance of our listening duty, even when facing what the layman would call excessive use of socially inappropriate language.
Absolutely not. You can count on me, ma'am.
Just one more question before we proceed to the practical portion of the exam. What is the SILT hotline catchphrase?
Swear away.
Well, Operator 72, I can honestly say I've never examined a better prepared or more enthusiastic trainee. The next portion of the exam will be conducted through a monitored solo telephone conversation. Shall we get on with it? Excuse me. Supervisory Counselor 36. Can it wait? I'm in the middle of it. Yes, of course. I'll be right there. Excuse me, Operator 72. I need to take care of a small crisis involving Operators 23 and 24. I'll return shortly.
Of course. I'll be right here.
I'm a first-time caller.
Hi, Janine. Swear away.
Swear? You mean just start swearing? At you?
You don't have to swear at me if it makes you feel uncomfortable. Swear it whatever you like. Or don't like.
And you just listen to me swear. Is that how it works?
An accredited silk counselor doesn't just listen. A silk counselor offers encouragement and positive feedback as well.
So, you encourage me to use foul language?
That's what silk is all about. The therapeutic use of socially inappropriate language so that you can calm down and develop a more positive frame of mind.
Does it work?
Dr. Guggenheim's research is thoroughly documented. When subjects are allowed, no, encouraged, to express themselves using language that is normally frowned upon in polite society, they gain a sense of freedom and control.
I could use some of that.
That's why you call, isn't it?
To be completely honest, I didn't have any preconceived ideas of what this would involve. You see, I'm on edge.
You're on a ledge? Don't jump! Please, don't jump!
I'm not on a ledge, I'm on edge. I'm trying to make a decision on the best way to handle my situation.
Are you stressed?
Completely.
Have you tried other methods of dealing with your stressful situation?
Oh, yes. In fact, I picked up your brochure at my therapist's office. Sort of a last-ditch effort for total desperation. Nothing's working.
Desperation is not good. The silk method has been used successfully in many situations such as yours.
Which is why I decided to give it a try.
Shall we get started then?
The brochure really isn't all that clear. Am I supposed to tell you what I'm angry about?
Most people just call to swear.
And how would that solve my problem?
Silk is not geared towards solving problems. The use of silk allows you to release tension and calm down so that you can solve your problem yourself. Really, the main purpose of socially inappropriate language therapy is to give you the opportunity to blow off steam.
I don't know if I have any steam to blow off. I'm really at more of a forced fire stage.
Oh, well, that's what I'm here for. Help you cool down. Drench the flames, so to speak. Swear away!
But I'm not angry at you. I don't even know you.
Ma'am, I know this is your first time. If it helps, pretend I'm the person you're angry with.
Okay, that seems reasonable. I'll pretend you're Balaji. He's my husband.
Good start. I'm Balaji. Swear away!
Well, that's a problem. I don't swear.
What do you mean you don't swear? Not at all?
It goes back to my childhood. I was traumatized by an argument I witnessed as a toddler.
Must have been some argument.
I suppose. I don't remember it really. But it must have been pretty bad. Afterward, no one was allowed to use foul language in our home because I would panic and shut myself in the linen closet for hours.
Must make it hard for you to function in the outside world.
Oh, I'm over it now. 8 years of intensive therapy have enabled me to deal rationally with street language, irresponsibly flung about like trash.
But you, personally, you don't use any sort of socially inappropriate verbiage?
I didn't say none. I say darn on the rare occasion. Somehow I don't think that's what you're looking for.
Can't say that sounds very angry. You're angry though, right?
I'm furious. I'm just not very good at expressing it.
But you called a swear hotline.
Only as a last resort. I'm desperate.
The whole reason we're here is so that you can call and swear, release your tension, and not take your anger out on your family and friends.
I don't think there's any danger of me swearing at my family and friends.
Guess not. Still, the point of silk is the swearing. If you don't swear, I'm not sure I'll be able to help you release your tension.
The brochure doesn't say you have to swear. I just don't think I can.
you don't mind, I'd like to refer to my training manual. I have it.
Sure, go ahead.
It's just that I haven't encountered this particular situation. Let's see. Courtesy in the face of extreme vulgarity? No, that's not it. Confidentiality is king? Of course, but not helpful in this situation. Dealing with physical threats? No. How to help the client calm down? No. Dealing with interruptions? No, not that either. Referring a client for psychiatric evaluation? Yeah, probably not. The suicide caller? I certainly hope not. The crank caller exposed? No. A comprehensive glossary of inappropriate language? No, that's not it. Gee, I really don't see anything in here to address your situation.
Does that mean you can't help me?
Oh, no. I'm sure I can think of something. Not to be discouraging, but I feel the need to remind you that this call is not free. You realize you're paying $2 a minute to talk to a swear counselor and not actually swear.
Yes, I'm aware. I was hoping we could do this without the swearing part.
Swearing is kind of central to the therapy.
You're a swear counselor?
That's what we call ourselves. We started as operators, which is what I am, technically speaking.
So you're not a counselor?
Not technically. Not until my accreditation is signed, which should be happening any time now. See, operators have to go through intensive training in order to become fully accredited swear counselors. Today is actually my accreditation day. I'll be fully certified to listen to people swear at me.
Wow! Congratulations, I guess. Sounds intense.
Oh, it can be. Yesterday, during my OJT, we had this one guy. Well, let's just say his language was truly inspired. He called me some names I'd never even heard before. Doesn't take long in this job before you think you've heard everything. That guy had an amazing vocabulary.
I don't think swearing's going to work for me. I have a fairly limited list. Darn, crud, snickerdookey.
Snickerdookey?
Snickerdookey. My brother made that one up.
I guess you could try Snickerdookey. Sure, let's try it. Swear away!
Snickerdookey.
Again.
Snickerdookey.
Keep going.
Snickerdookey, 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 snickerdookey!
Janine, I don't think Snickerdookey is going to get the job done. I don't want to pressure you.
Oh, no. You're fine. I'm not feeling pressured. Well, not by you anyway.
Good, because I have an idea. I'll say a word that rhymes with a swear word, and you repeat what I say, and we'll try changing the first letter.
Oh, I see. Sneaking up on the problem. That could work. But why don't you just say the word that you want me to repeat?
It's strictly against the rules for me to swear.
Why is that?
Dr. Guggenheim feels that a counselor's use of socially inappropriate language discourages the caller from a full expression of his or her own personal socially inappropriate language choice. Also, he believes that callers are turned off by socially inappropriate language used by others. Sort of a dish it out, but can't take it in sort of thing.
I see. So you can't use bad language anytime or just during a call?
Oh, just during a call. The company doesn't dictate what I do on my off time, but I found that this job has had quite an effect on the language I use. You would think that listening to people swear all day would make me swear more often, but I find that the opposite is actually true. Hey, maybe you should become a swear counselor. Our most important rule is you can't swear back at anyone. I say you have that completely mastered.
Oh, no, not me. Listening to lots of people swear all the time might send me straight back to the linen closet.
Right. Wouldn't want to waste 8 years of therapy for a job that pays minimum wage.
Minimum wage?
I look at this as more of a calling than a job. Oh, a calling. That's funny. I just can't imagine a better occupation than using SIL to help people.
You sound very dedicated. but I'm sure you deserve more than minimum wage.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Maybe the pay will improve after I have some experience under my belt. So, you ready to try our experiment?
Sure, let's give it a try.
Okay. Take a deep breath and say, truck.
Truck.
Good. Now say, duck.
Duck.
Okay. Now think of the alphabet. Take a letter that follows E in the alphabet. Make a word that rhymes with truck and duck.
Luck.
The letter right after E.
That's F. Oh, no. I'm not saying that one.
No worries. Maybe I chose too difficult a word to start with. Let's try a simpler one. Say, Sam.
Sam.
The next word is jam.
Jam.
Okay. This time, I want you to think of a letter that precedes E in the alphabet and make a word that rhymes with Sam and jam.
Bam.
Right before E.
That's Steve. Sam, jam, Sam, jam, I can't do it.
Wow. Most people don't even consider that a swear word. I'm sorry. I didn't realize the full extent of the problem. This is going to be harder than I thought.
I warned you.
Let's try word association. I'll say the first word of the compound square phrase, and you say the second. Don't think about it. Just respond with the first thing that comes to mind, okay?
Sounds simple enough.
Mother!
Teresa.
Think swear word. Mother!
Mary.
You're changing words. Bull!
Durham.
Again. Bull!
Penn.
You're a baseball fan. Let's switch to son of a
Preacher Man. I love that song.
I'm gonna call word association a bust.
I thought so. I think it would really help if I could present my side. Would you mind pretending to be Balaji?
If you think that'll help, I'll try getting biology.
You'll need to speak in an Indian accent or you won't be believable.
Indian? As in India. Indian. Sorry, not skin. Right?
Exactly. Also, he has a slight speech impediment.
I'll try my best. What would you like to say to me?
That's not it at all. I don't think I can imagine your Balaji if you don't sound like him.
I'm not very good at impersonations. Let's pretend he has laryngitis. He's a captive audience.
Captive audience.
That means he can't talk back. What do you want to say to biology?
Balaji never gets sick. His mother brings over a huge pot of fenugreek and calendula tea every morning. He never gets sick.
I said, pretend he has laryngitis.
I don't think I can imagine that.
Fine. Pretend I'm biology. And I'm tied to a chair, and I have nothing to open my mouth.
Do you have a camera?
No camera. What does that have to do with anything? Listen, Janine, I'm really trying to help here. This is your chance to say whatever you want to say.
Okay. I think I can do that. Okay. Balaji, here goes.
What?
Are you sure I should be doing this?
Absolutely. I'm sure you'll feel much better once you've gotten it off of your chest.
Okay then. Here goes. Balaji, I am done. I refuse to pick up your dirty socks, not even one more time. You drop them on the floor in the bathroom. You drop them on the floor in the bedroom. You drop them on the floor in the living room. You drop them on the floor in the kitchen. Worse, you never, ever pick them up. I'm beginning to think that you must have a genetic abnormality, a mutation that prevents you from placing your dirty socks in the dirty clothes hamper. I would sympathize with you. I really would. I'm sorry that you are sick. It must be truly agonizing to be afflicted with such a serious deformity. But no, you seem blissfully unaware. There's no evidence of guilt in your demeanor, no horror in the chaos you create. I'm beginning to think you are incapable of true human emotion. I am not your maid. I cannot tolerate this aberrant behavior any longer. I will not pick up another pair of smelly, dirty socks as long as I live. I'm sick of them. And I'm sick of you!
Dirty socks? This is about dirty socks?
Repulsive, filthy, nasty, vile, funky, smelly, cruddy, grungy, putrid socks. Day after day, week after week, year after year.
Gee, all of that and not a single curse word. Are you sure you can't force just one swear word out?
I tried, but I can't.
You did very well. You really are very articulate. You feel any better?
I do. I feel better.
I hope that you are now in a position to solve your problem.
Thank you so much for helping me clarify my thoughts on this. I had an idea of the solution before I called, and you've helped tremendously in solidifying my thoughts. I'm now certain that nothing but an absolutely permanent resolution will work in this situation.
Permanent? What do you mean permanent? I hope you're not thinking of doing something rash.
Like what?
Suicide is not the answer, if that's what you were thinking. Not that I'm thinking that's what you were thinking, but, you know, as a counselor trainee, I have a responsibility to...
Relax. I'm not considering suicide.
Good, because suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. That's what we counselor trainees say.
That's a good quote. A permanent solution to a temporary problem. I'll keep it in mind.
If there's anything else I can do to help, I feel bad that I was unable to help you in achieving a true SILT experience. You'd like to try again? Swear away?
Thank you, but I couldn't. Really. You've been most helpful.
May I ask what you've decided? I know it's none of my business, but you were my first solo counseling experience.
I guess that's fair. These calls aren't traceable, are they?
Not at all. For your protection and ours.
Okay then. I've decided that Balaji can no longer be a part of my life. And I'm considering whether he should be able to be a part of anyone else's. I'd hate for anyone else to have to endure the misery that I have suffered.
But That sounds like... You're not planning to... Balaji isn't in any danger, is he?
Oh, I'm not going into specifics on that. But at least no pair of socks will ever again have to endure the shame and embarrassment of being left in a filthy heap on the floor. Thank you so much for helping me clarify my thoughts on this. You really are a very good counselor trainee. Now, I have something to take care of, so I'll wish you a good day.
Ma'am? Don't hang up. Ma'am? Janine? Please don't hang up. Ma'am? I can't believe she hung up. Okay. Everything's okay. It was a test. Of course. It was a test. They need to see if I get rattled under pressure. Everything's fine.
Sorry about that. We're definitely going to have to separate operators 23 and 24. Those two just keep going at each other's throats. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. You did fine on your oral test. I'll just give IT a call and have them set up the recording system on your line. I'll have to monitor a solo call before signing off on your accreditation. This is Supervisory Counselor 36. Activate the monitor on his line, please. Thank you. Are you ready, Operator 72?
Ready?
Ready for your first solo call.
But I mean, my first solo call. Right, my first solo call. Of course. Just hypothetically, what if you have a client and you think he or she might be a danger to herself or himself or even someone else?
A danger?
Like, maybe the counseling didn't go very well, and the client wasn't able to release her anger, or his anger, and you think the client might hurt someone.
There's a chapter in the manual that instructs you on how to deal with clients who threaten you. Is that what you mean?
No, not exactly. What if you think the client might hurt someone else? Not someone here, someone else. Maybe someone they're married to?
I've never heard of that happening. But to answer your question, there's no way to trace the call. That's for our protection as well as theirs.
I know, but surely there's some way. I know. How about the billing? We ought to be able to trace someone through billing, right?
Very impressive. You have a very logical mind, Operator 72. But no. Billing is handled through an outside company. We use a complicated scrambling algorithm to ensure that counselors and clients remain completely anonymous to each other.
Of course he would.
Why do you ask?
No particular reason. Just trying to learn all I can about the company.
That's what I like to see. Operator 72, you're going to make an excellent counselor. Your first call should be coming through any moment. I'll monitor from my office. Good luck.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
been burgled. I've been burgled, Grant!
Your neighbor Jane might have popped in to feed the cat. Hasn't she got a spare key?
Yeah, she has, but she wouldn't ransack the place.
It doesn't look too bad.
Don't touch a thing. Call the police.
What if the burglars are still here?
If they are, I will knock their bloody heads off.
I look in the bathroom.
Pass me the wine, girl.
Now it's hard time to start drinking, Sarah.
Not to drink, so that I can hold it. You can hardly go and defend yourself wielding a box of wine, can't you?
Why not? I've got blackmailed insurance.
Oh, fire. Something's not right.
What's missing?
Be proud of me, Pumpkin. How would Jonty know it's missing when he's only looking to the front door?
I was only thinking aloud.
A few ornaments have gone and other dance trophies. Wait, I can see Shokasta. I'll check the station bedroom.
I might as well put this in the kitchen.
I didn't see anyone when we came in. If there were burglars, they'd probably long gone by.
I might as well crack on the bottle.
Wouldn't it seem odd to start drinking at a time like this?
It's a teensy weensy glass you won't burn.
Well then, can you pour me half a glass, please?
Whatever you say, Pumpkin.
These flowers have been given fresh water. They're dead.
What's that?
The flowers are dead.
That's a shame. Both of them?
They're all dead.
That's terrible!
How did you know?
Our neighbors, Bert and Jean Flowers.
Give me strength. Not Bert and Jane, the flowery flowers.
Ah, I see.
Everything okay in the bedroom?
It's not burglars.
How can you tell?
This was on the dressing table.
Wait, where's the cat? I can't see her. I just put the cat in her dish.
The cat's from on my side of the bed, her and Maui. She totally ignored me.
Well, that's because she's in bed. They're funny creatures, cats.
Yeah, cats do have a habit of ignoring you when you neglect them. Mind you, so do husbands. What's in the envelope?
It's a Dear Jonty letter.
How do you know? You haven't even opened it yet?
It doesn't take a genius to figure out what it is, Sarah. My bag suitcase has gone. One of my wardrobe is empty. And all the hair and beauty products are missing from my bathroom cabinet.
Ah, hence the removal of dance trophies from the cabinet. Sorry, Jonty.
Single again, are you? Get this down you. That'll do the trick. Nothing wrong with being single. I was single for ages until Sarah found me.
Graham, sometimes you can be so insensitive.
Sorry, Pumpkin. You know me and a big mouth. I'm always putting my foot in there. I'll get myself a glass and join you.
Were you expecting it, Jonty?
I can't think what I've done to deserve this. It's come as a bit of shock.
Weren't there any warning signs?
None I was aware of. Mind you, I'm not the most observant of men.
Nor is Graham.
So, what does the letter say?
It's personal, Graham.
Have you been done?
Graham!
Sorry.
It's okay. And I'll read it to you both. Dear John.
Oh, I had a Dear Johnny letter once when I was a long time ago. That was my first girlfriend when I went to university. According to her, campus life was far more interesting than me. Well, hey-oh, such is life.
You don't have to read it to us if you don't want to, Jonty.
Of course he does. Get it off your chest, huh?
He might want to read it in private.
It's okay. Dear Jonty, it is taking every effort for me to write this letter. You know what a soft-hearted soppy I am. So much so that I can bear to say this to your face.
Oh, I suppose a Dear John letter is better than being done by gossip, by email or text. Mind you, I once found out I was done by local gossip.
You went on with local gossip?
No, but local gossip broke news to me. My then girlfriend, Susan, I think it was, came around to my place to finish things with me, but I wasn't home.
At least she went to see you in person.
Yeah, but she knew darn well that I was on my scribble club. I wouldn't be home until later. Where was I? Oh, Susan told my neighbor Miss Scott that she was dumping me, and gave her a detailed account of why. By the time I got home, most of the streets knew my feeling as a boyfriend.
I knew Susan. Snotty cow. She wasn't your type anyway, darling. Far too flighty.
Pretty young filly.
Looks aren't everything.
Quite right, Punky. Anyway, I went home to find a welcome committee waiting for me.
welcome, honey?
Yes. My neighbor Mavis Scotto and 6 other well-meaning neighbors clucking around me like hens, telling me that there were plenty more fish in the sea. Well, I told them I couldn't swim.
At least they were well-meaning.
Yes. Here's the old dears from Jackson and Cottages School. Over the years, Kevin informed of local events, offered me solace, tea, and homemade bread and butter pudding.
So, what hours of me are they?
The many times I got dumped.
I offer no solace.
Yeah, pumpkin, but you see, you can't make bread and butter pudding.
What was those spongy disgusting that you made at once at school for Mom's birthday?
I get it. I can't cook.
Say goodness, Grandma's all straight chef. Or he'd fade away.
Well, food is always good for a heartache. I wonder if there's anything in the fridge you want me to snack.
Grant, let Jonty finish reading his letter.
Quite right, honey. All right.
Where was I?
Oh, I can repeat that for you. Dear Johnny, it is taking every effort for me to write this letter to you. You know what a soft-hearted Sophia I am? So much that I can bear to say this to your face, or worse to that effect.
Oh, yes. Be brave, my darling. Make yourself a Malibu and coat and sit on the sofa. Be careful not to sit on the cat. You know how she spreads out on that big fluffy cushion you bought her last week. The truth is, darling, that I've been seeing someone else.
I knew it. I could see the signs a mile off.
But, like what?
A change of personal habits.
Like taking ages to get ready for work in the morning and showering twice a day.
And new clothes, bags for them.
Sorry, Jonty. You don't have to keep reading.
It's fine. I will read it to you both. At least you might be able to help me make sense of it all. So, the truth is that I've been seeing someone else. There, I've said it. I hope you're not too upset or shocked. If I'm being brutally honest, darling, the writing was on the wall for us when we organized that stupid paragliding weekend.
Paragliding weekend. That was bloody funny.
You know, I hated heights. Yet, went ahead with the weekend. As much as admire your motives in trying to help me overcome my fear of heights, throwing up in the hotel lobby and having a nosebleed before I've ever been strapped into that hang glider contraption should have run warning bells with you.
The funniest thing I've seen for years. I've never seen anyone go between the gills before.
Graham Parker, you're the most insensitive man.
Sorry. Carry on.
It was all one-way traffic, Jonty. You balked when I asked you to come to the Latin American dance lessons at the Kimberly Center with me. You know how much I love to dance. I told you, when we met, that dancing was in my blood. I live and breathe ballroom. So I expected you to try to understand my hobby. However, you only gradually made some sort of half-hearted effort.
Well, not much you can do if you have only 2 left seats, huh, Johnny?
I went to the castle, Brent, more to keep the peace than anything else. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
You did your best, Jonty.
Yeah, stick to what you know best. It's my motto.
I did appreciate the gorgeous fuchsia pink sequin dance costume you bought me. It's fat, darling, but let's face it. Your attempt at a tango was a disaster. Your clod hopping around the dance floor left a lot to be desired, as well as a few bruised toes. The whole evening was a total embarrassment. How many times did you swing me into that fat bloke with a beard?
Typical Johnson. What I would have given to be the fly on the wall. Last tingling like heathen by the sound of it.
I still get palpitation and house sweats when I think of him lifting him up by my shoulders to yell at me. Even the overwhelming smell of rancid onions on his breath lingers. You know how sensitive I am, darling. I come out in hives at the sight of onion bhaji. That instant, coupled with the fact that you started hilarious when the sequence fell off my beautiful costume, made my decision to leave you so much easier. I was scrambling around on the dance floor for ages trying to pick the sequence up, with no offer of help from you.
The sequence fell off? Oh my. You don't do things by half, do you, Johnny? Oh, sorry, Pumpkin. Sorry, Pumpkin. Carry on, Johnson.
The 6 months we lived together have been wonderful. And you were the perfect partner. Kind, thoughtful, and attentive, for the most part.
Then why did you walk out on him then, you silly Ben?
Oh, steady on, little girl, steady on.
Sorry, Tom, but it really does get my goat. You don't have to keep reading if you don't want to.
But I do, Sarah.
Are you sure, old chap?
Perfect, sure. If it all gets too much, you can finish reading for me, Sarah. I have many happy memories of our time together. Although I'm not into field walking, rock climbing, puzzling, and your other action hobbies, I appreciate the time and effort you put in reaching last time. The few outings you arranged for us both were quite special. I love those gentle rambles and pub lunches in Somerset. And thank you for the spa weekend you arranged for me. The beauty treatments were divine, darling. And let's face it, the Botox certainly worked its magic. I look years younger. In case you're wondering, I collected my belongings when you left to go skydiving in Wales with Greg.
The slime.
By the way, I'm not entirely sure your sister Sarah ever really approved of me, darling, but I never lost sleep over it.
No, I never approved of you because my brother was far too good for you. Sorry, Jones, but I say how it is.
Ah, I can vouch for that. I've been the sharp edge of her sister's tongue for a few times, I can tell you.
Grant, don't keep interrupting.
Right here, Pumpkin. Carry on, Jones.
I think you should have the custody of the cat. I know how much you adore her nuzzling against you first thing in the morning. If you had shown me the same love and devotion that showed that bloody cat, I might have been tempted to stay, but it was not to be.
I loved the cat for years. You can't beat a cat for a bit of love and unconditional confidence. And also, you don't answer her back.
And cats are cleaner than husbands.
Point taken. But anyway, at least the cat has been packed up and shipped out yet, old chap.
Well, you know, I fancy leaving the cat on its own all weekend. If I had known, I would have arranged that when I Bert and Jane to come and feed a cat. I need a stiff drink.
Oh, whiskey is good for shock. I'll join in the class.
He's taking this harder than I thought.
I didn't realize it was that serious. Let's face it, your brother does have a habit of falling in love at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, Jonty wears his heart on his sleeve.
At the rate he's going, he's going to need a ruddy coat of arms. You see, he's not conscious like you, Pumpkin.
Yeah, Mother said I was a sensible one.
Well, great for you then. At least you keep his voice in order. Oh, thank you. Round us up, Jonty. Oops, sorry. Wrong turn on, please. Good health.
Cheers.
Aren't you having a drink, Pumpkin?
I think one of us needs to be sober enough to drive home later, don't you?
Quite right.
I didn't have an inkling, you know. How could someone profess love for another person and then walk out on them without so much as a bare leaf?
Well, weren't there any warning signs?
A few fits here and there, but nothing to write home about.
Any late nights at the office?
No warning signs at all, Sarah. I thought everything was hunky-dory.
Well, it seems like some hunk has muscling on your patch, old chap.
Grant.
Oh, sorry, Pumpkin. Sorry.
Weren't you expecting it at all?
No, not at all. Don't try looking for me at work, Jonty, because I have resigned. I thought it best in the circumstances. I'm going on a Caribbean cruise with a lovely Italian stallion called Giovanni. Darling, he's quite the opposite to you.
There's no need to put on your letter.
Dark, swarthy look, a flashy smile, and he's a wonderful dancer.
There's no need to put that in the letter. How bloody and sensitive can you get?
Yeah, totally agree. Not a done thing to kick a foul notice down. Oh, lovely moths, Johnny.
Giovanni is graceful on the dance floor and has won more medals and cups than I've had hot dinners. The long and the short of it is that Giovanni has asked me to join him on a cruise around the Caribbean. Well, darling, you know how much I love rum and cellars. How could I refuse?
There's bound to be plenty of more willing and able sailors on our cruise ship to dally with if Giovanni can't keep up the pace.
Grant,
Yes, Pumpkin?
you hit the nail right on the head.
I did? Oh, I do get things right sometimes.
Yeah, this letter certainly lets you know where you stand.
There's more.
It's not even like a letter, it's like a running book.
I have accepted Giovanni's kind offer, and who knows? Love may be on the horizon. I hope you find happiness, Jonty. My Sasha with you. Yours affectionately, Terrence.
It sounds final.
Doesn't it just? I was such a fool.
Why?
Well, this thing with Zhang or whatever he calls himself must have been going on for a while.
I didn't realize Tyrants had such a penchant for Italian stallion. I wonder which one's a female.
Grant, that remark is insensitive and obscene.
Not bad. I mean, on the dance floor. You see, Terrence mentioned this Giovanni fellow is a good ballroom dancer. I just wonder who led the dance.
Terrence can dance both now.
I guess Giovanni better tread on his toes.
I suppose 6 months is a good run for our relationship. Terrence has a very low attention span.
Well, at least gotta keep the cats.
If truth be told, he must be jealous of the cat.
How could you be jealous of a cat?
Oh, you weren't overly keen on my cats in the first place in the beginning too, were you, Pumpkin?
Only because it molted everywhere. I thought that your mother was knitting horrendously hairy sweaters.
Yes, she did. Every Christmas, without fail, I was presented with the most unflattering nibble I've ever heard.
Hey, I want you to fill this up again.
Yeah, okay, why don't you take your cats into a contest? Fine-looking cats. Maybe she could win a few cups or sets. Take your mind off things for a while. And who knows, you might be a like-minded feline owner.
Graham, you really are priceless.
In a good way?
Yeah.
I aim to please. Just trying to cheer Johnny up.
If truth be told, I'm mortified. How could Terrence do this to me?
After all you did for him.
I basically redesigned him, When I first met him, he was an emotional and physical wreck.
Yeah, I was with you when we met him in the cocktail bar. I thought he was a thunderbolt. Or a hippie.
Since when would Jonty shack up with a hippie?
You see, love comes in all shapes, sizes, and walks of life. You found me.
And I wasn't even looking.
Anyway, Sarah soon took me to task and sorted me out.
Sarah, it must be a family trait.
Yes, you basically transformed Terrence.
Yes, I did. I introduced him to regular chest waxing, the hair products, and more useful clothing.
And look at how they paid you by stoning out that Italian ballroom dancing jerk.
And what did Terrence bring to your relationship?
He bought Jocasta for me.
Oh, you know we're out of the cats.
Didn't you, not want the cat?
No. I love the cat, Cat is everything to me.
Yeah, well, why don't you get back to dating scenes? They do it online these days.
Yeah, online dating is the in thing for professional singles. You could find something to match your interests.
There you go, just a ticket.
You see, we could probably fly back to Wells for a weekend. That paragliding instructor asked me out for a drink.
Was he?
Oh, ask Cam as a girl tennis company.
My gator must not have been working properly then.
And he did not look at the ballroom dance.
How could you tell?
Well, you see, that paragliding instructor walked with a purpose. Dancers glide.
Terrence floated on air at times.
Wait, isn't that what paragliders do?
Well, did you get his number?
It's a grass green?
I don't even know now.
I don't think Jonty needs solace or bread and butter pudding.
Shame. Breakups always make me hungry. I wonder if there's anything for Roosevelt the snack.
Graham,
Yes, Pumpkin?
do you think Jonty's just putting on a brave face?
It didn't park. Let's see what comes back. He always does.
So you made your call then?
Yes, I spoke to James.
And?
He'll be coming over to town the next weekend.
That's good. Just take things slower this time. You do have a habit of rushing head on into relationships.
At least you know him already.
You know what the best part is?
Does he hate ballroom dancing as much as you do?
Better than that.
What is it?
He likes cats!
Thank goodness for that. Now can we eat?
One student.
One stupid student.
The dean really thinks that one student is going to make a difference.
You know how anal he is with budgets. He is convinced that if we can get one more student to enroll this year, all our financial problems will be solved.
But we don't have any more interviews scheduled. When does he want the recommendation by?
Today,
Today.
or we're fired.
Or fired? What sense does that make?
I think he still blames us for accepting the pyromaniac that burned down the science center.
But he had an amazing essay. How are we supposed to know? Well, what are we going to do? We finished all our interviews last week.
Look through the waitlisted files and start calling. If any of them can see us today, let's give them a shot.
The wait list? God.
Hey, our backs are against the wall here. If we don't find a diamond in the rough, we're out.
You're right. I'll start making calls. Good luck.
Hey, keep your head up. The waitlisted kids aren't as bad as you'd think.
Harold, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Did you have any trouble finding the Barrow building?
That's a personal question and I'd rather not answer it.
Okay. Well, shall we get started with this interview?
Sometimes.
Well, let me start by telling you about how this university differs from others in the state. We're a smaller school with smaller class sizes and personal attention, but we have the resources of a big state school. These resources include amazing internships and a practicing faculty of professionals.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. One of my biggest fears when applying in state was getting overwhelmed by huge lecture classes.
That's exactly the kind of atmosphere we're trying to avoid here. Now, have you thought about a major yet?
My mother you're talking about! Oh dear. You didn't just ask to see my mother in a two-piece bathing suit, did you?
I did not.
Allow me to explain. I have an extremely rare neurological condition known as chronic questioning-mixedness. It's a neurological disorder which renders a person incapable of hearing a question correctly.
And by correctly, you mean?
Every time you ask me a question, I hear a completely different question.
I see. And how come I've never heard of chronic questioning-mixedness before?
Eleanor Roosevelt, probably. I'm sorry. I probably should have told you as soon as I came in. It's just, I like to make a big deal about it.
Well, Harold, I'm not sure what I can do here exactly. A college interview is primarily the asking of questions.
So if a deaf person came into your office, you just refuse to do an interview?
Well, of course not. I'd make sure a translator fluent in sign language is available to aid in the interview.
Well, I'm sorry that AMA doesn't recognize CQM as a legitimate medical condition, but I try to live my life in as normal and as healthy of a way as I possibly can, and I'd appreciate if you treat me as you would any other prospective student.
Well, I suppose you're right. You know what? Shall we continue with this interview?
It's in Argentina, isn't it?
Sure it is. So, are you interested in any after-school activities?
7th grade, Melissa Bloch. We both had braces. Kinda awkward.
What's your favorite subject in school?
I take South Pine Road, except during rush hour.
What's your favorite color?
Every Sunday.
Is it just me or is this completely pointless?
I don't know too much about the sound, very bland. Sorry.
Harold, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Do you need directions to get back on the I-40?
I guess I'd say Cookie Monster. I always had a thing for blue eyes. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Thank you for coming in on such short notice.
Oh, I'm glad you could fit me in. My life has just been so busy lately.
Oh yeah, with what?
Oh, you know, applying to schools, end of the year club wrap-ups, trying to get into prestigious summer programs. And on top of it all, I'm being filmed for a documentary.
A documentary? Really?
Yeah, it's crazy. My brother knows this guy who's doing this thing with high schoolers, like a gritty, realistic piece about kids all over the country. And they just thought I was interesting, I guess.
So they follow you around everywhere?
Yeah. And actually, I probably should have told you this on the phone, but they're right outside the door.
Oh, well.
But they're completely respectful. disrespectful. You'll hardly even know they're there. Plus, it's free publicity for the school.
I suppose, but promise you'll blur my face and disguise my voice.
Oh, yeah. Your likeness won't be used in any way if you don't want to. Like, no one will even know it's you. Again, free publicity for the school.
Okay.
And if you just sign right here, and if you check this box, we'll make sure that your likeness isn't used in any way.
It's not that I don't trust you, it's just you have to be very careful these days.
He signed it!
Great! Hey, how are you? Okay, Kim, we're making the college rounds now. Remember, we want to be the next Jessica Simpson, the next fat guy on Biggest Loser, the next Sanjaya. So I want you to up the awful factor. I want you to be loud and mean and obnoxious. I want to hate you so much that I can't turn away. And action!
I thought you said this was for a documentary film.
Cut! Can't you just ask some questions? We want to get out of here quickly, so just do it quickly.
But she said this was for a...
Documentary. Yes. It's for a series of documentary short films, premiering on the T4 network at 10 o'clock on Sundays.
T4? The reality teen music channel? With those horrible shows about spoiled birthdays and karaoke drama queens?
Oh, good, you're a fan. Look, just ask some questions and we'll be out of your hair.
No, I won't. I can't be on that channel.
You should have looked at that contract, friend. If you don't do this, we will be finding you $20,000.
20,000?
We're not asking you to do anything crazy now. Just ask some questions and we'll be gone.
Fine. Let's just... Fine.
Great! And Kim, remember what we talked about. And action!
Okay, Kim.
Actually, it's pronounced Kimberly. No E. The E is silent.
Okay, Kim Barrel. So, what is it that you want to do at this university?
Well, first of all, party! And second of all, I want to meet some totes hot guys. Like, totes and totes.
Totes, you say. Well, anything else you would like to do here? What major are you interested in?
What do you mean, major?
You know, a major. Your degree.
What do you mean degree? Like, how hot it is outside?
No, what? You don't know what a college degree is?
No, I'm totally dumb. But at least I'm not old like you.
Cut! That was perfect, Kim! You were mean and obnoxious, a completely terrible person. Everything we want to see on reality TV.
Ooh, when we do my confessionals, we should say that the interviewer was like being creepy and that he was hitting on me. Ooh, yes! I got some shots from him. Just creepy.
Hello? Is the dean in? No? Could you leave a message for me? Ask him how he would feel if the university appeared in a documentary. Thank you.
And our women's basketball team, while not nationally ranked, has gone to the AA tournament for the past several years. And if you're not interested in that level of commitment, we do have several clubs where you can play on a more casual level. You know what, I feel like I've been talking this entire time. You've been very quiet. I don't think I feel so good. What gave you that idea? Okay, I'm totally on it. Yeah, I'll move my 4 o'clock to 5, my Tuesday to Friday, and I'll flip a thing with another thing I got next month, so don't even worry about it.
Excuse me?
Oh, yeah, such a jerk. I just gotta put your money where your mouth is, Marty Mar. I love him, but I wouldn't trust him with a pencil, you know what I mean? Sorry, let's get this thing going.
You're right. You are 30 minutes late.
Man, I know. I got caught up in this nightmare lunch meeting, this really long conference call, and this girl I'm dating, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
Well, it's inconvenient for me. I have another prospective student.
And I've got a meet and greet in a fiver, so let's just bulldoze through this thing, shall we?
Well, all right, I guess.
You know what? How about I take the reins here, and we skip the whole you ask me questions part? So, here's me. I am a self-motivator. I am the life of the party. I really like your school's economics program. It ties in with Harvard Law and their Greek social scene. I'm going to pledge Alpha Beta Pi or Delta Chi Delta, depending on the pledge class. And my stats are well above average, so let's just do this thing, you know? If you are driving the boat, I'm riding the ship. We good, man?
No, not at all.
Cranberries, maybe. Oh. Hey, what's up, Buttercup? Oh, yeah. I just had this lame face-to-face. You kidding me? I nailed it! It's the breast you're talking about here. And that was wiped out. Okay, wow. And now, the orchestral opening to Sweetie Todd! Hi, you must be Kelly.
Yes, hi.
Great, take a seat.
Sure.
Let's look through your file. You know what? I don't think we received your college essay.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Do you have a copy of it with you?
I do actually, right here in my bag. Here you go.
I'm sorry. Is this your college essay?
That's right.
This is a drawing of a girl in a pink dress saying, "Oh boy."
Oh boy!
Let's take a look at your transcript, shall we? You have no GPA,
That's right.
and you didn't take the SATs.
Oh, how about that?
It says here you have a perfect attendance record, but have refused to do any homework or take any tests.
That's right.
I'm not sure how you got to this point. You can't go to college without a GPA.
Perhaps you'd like to see my recommendation.
No, Kelly, I don't think you understand. There is no way that any college, let alone ours, is going to... Kelly, this is not a recommendation. This is a drawing of a cat saying meow.
Meow. Yes.
Thank you for stopping by. We'll be in touch.
Oh, you have a great day.
Oh, boy! Please leave. You're freaking me out.
much work.
To start a club where you now.
Yeah, dude. You have to like fill out paperwork and then get signatures and...
Jeff? Well, you must do something.
Well, okay. There was this one time that I saw a thing on TV and it got me thinking, but like in a motivated kind of way.
Oh yeah? What was it?
Okay, well there was this lady, right? And she had this crazy stroke and it sent her into a coma. And so the doctors spent years trying to get her out of it, but they were never able to figure it out.
So this inspired you maybe to be interested in medicine? Or healthcare?
Oh, no, dude. I'm jealous of this lady. Like, okay, she had machines to eat for her and breathe for her, and they would keep the TV on all day. You know how breathing is just like so hard sometimes?
So this inspired you to be in a coma?
Yeah, dude, totally. Oh, what's wrong, man?
I'm just tired.
Me too.
Trouble! Oh, we've got trouble! Right here in River City with a capital T and a capital P, and P stands for pool.
Well, your grades, recommendations all look pretty good.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you can tell me about yourself? Something that's maybe not on the page.
Sure, well, I never did sports in school, but I played in a number of rec leagues. Volleyball, soccer, basketball. I volunteer at a soup kitchen every Sunday. I'm a practicing vampire. And I teach sailing every summer at a sleepaway camp. Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, definitely. Could you elaborate a little
On the soup kitchen? Sure. Well, it really started with my parents. They're very into community service.
No, that's not. I'm sorry. It sounded like you said you were a practicing vampire.
Yes, pretty much my whole life.
So, you think you're a vampire?
No. No. That would be no.
Okay, I guess I'm just a little...
I am a practicing vampire. It's completely different.
So, is this like a club or a role-playing game?
No, it's much more serious than that. Basically, I live my life in preparation for the day when I will, hopefully, turn into a vampire. Yes. So I sleep in a coffin. I eat lots of bloody meat. I chew with my fangs. All in the hopes that if I'm diligent enough, I will turn into a vampire.
I see. Well then, what are you doing here now? I mean, vampires shouldn't be out during the day, right?
No, that's a very common stereotype. But actually, like humans, vampires can walk around in the daylight freely without even the slightest bit of seer irritation.
So, you're more like those Twilight vampires.
Is that it?
Not one?
Not a single one.
This is bad.
This is extremely bad.
You must have been too critical. There had to be at least one student you could recommend.
Hey, if you want to look through my files, be my guest. Well, if you're going to mine, I'm going to look through some.
What does practicing vampire mean?
Ooh, what about Harold? He's got a near perfect ACT score. And his GPA.
No.
But his ACT.
Trust me? No.
Hey, I'm Emily Court. I have an appointment at 5.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I must have gotten distracted.
If I need to come back
No,
later,
please
I
come
can.
in. This is an impressive record. Valedictorian of your class? I didn't know they decided that already.
Yeah, normally they wait till the end of the year, but I think my grades were just so far ahead that no one was really going to catch up. I mean, there are a ton of incredibly bright people at my school, so I was just as surprised to find out early.
I'm also really impressed with the variety of after-school programs you amassed. First chair cellist, president of the student council, member of the Thespians, and treasurer for something called the Relief Club.
Yeah, the Relief Club is something that me and a couple friends started. We do community outreach stuff, like building shelters for homeless people and food drives, stuff like that. There wasn't anything like it before at my school, so we wanted to start it.
Well, Emily, we should tell you.
Oh my gosh, I normally keep my ringer off. It's my mom. I told her to only call me if it's an emergency. And of course, thank you. Hello? Hi, yep, no, it's going well. Any news? No! No! No way! I'm gonna be an Ivy Leaguer! Oh my gosh! Wait! And wait, what about the scholarship? No way! Oh my gosh! Oh! They hardly give out any scholarship money, much less full ride! Oh my gosh! I'm gonna cry! I'll call you back. I'm going to Harvard!
This one's filming for a documentary.
Check.
Rather a bold move.
Not bold, confident.
Foolish. Think ahead, always.
This next move might take a little while. Perhaps a better portion of a drink.
And cheat while my back is turned?
I would never stoop so low.
It's difficult to know what you stoop to. You don't like pleasing.
Find me someone who does.
Take a talk, take a talk.
A moment more.
Take as long as you need.
Wait. It appears you didn't quite think of everything.
Very good, Michael. Almost impressive.
Where are you going?
You said you wanted another glass, didn't you? Or was that just a strategy, as I predicted?
No, I genuinely do want another. I'll tell you what's too hard. I'll get it.
Aren't you afraid I might cheat?
Of course not. And besides, I've memorized the position of each piece. Don't forget, you're still in check.
Oh no, my love. It's checkmate.
Your darling.
Oh,
What?
I didn't say I wanted one.
I'm sorry, I just assumed. You might as well drink it now.
I'm trying to cut back.
Since when?
Since now.
You've never mentioned it before.
It's not a big deal, is it? I just don't want a glass.
I'll have to pour it in the sink.
If you're so desperate, why don't you drink it?
Both glasses?
Why not? You haven't got work tomorrow.
Still your turn.
I'm thinking.
Tick, tock.
We don't do this enough.
Play chess.
Spend time together.
Um,
What is it?
I didn't realize it was a problem.
It's not particularly. I just wish I saw more of you.
Yes, well, I'm here now, aren't I?
Yes, you are. For once, you're right where I need you.
And what does that mean?
Nothing really. It's just nice to do not cancel pleasure over business for once.
I can think of more pleasurable things we could be doing.
All in good time, my love. All in good time. Are you not going to answer it?
It's nothing.
Who was it?
Only Chris. He'll be asking how I'm getting on with the Saunders project.
Oh yes, I meant to ask. How is that going?
Good. I'm sure we get planning permission.
That's good. Oh wait, damn, that reminds me.
What?
I nearly forgot. Someone phoned for you last week.
Last week?
Yes. Jennifer, someone.
Jennifer?
Yes. She didn't want to leave a message. I didn't realize you knew a Jennifer.
I don't.
Well, she knew you. Your move.
Fine.
Sounded like a nice girl. Young, but nice.
Doesn't ring any bells.
I gave her your mobile number. She said she already had it.
A lot of people have my mobile number. It's on my business card.
That's what I thought. So if she wanted to contact you, why didn't she just phone your mobile?
Maybe it was switched off.
Ah, yes. I hadn't thought of that. So how did she get our home number?
I suppose she must have looked up in the directory.
Awfully keen, isn't she?
Is she?
Well, if I had found your mobile number on a business card, rang it, and there was no answer, I don't think I would go through the trouble of looking in the directory to find a house number. Not sure the way. I would leave an answer phone message. You do check your answer phone
For
message.
someone who forgot to tell me about this call, you appear done while thinking about it.
No, not particularly. Just thinking out loud about it.
I don't know, Jennifer. Maybe she's a friend's friend or something. Isn't it possible for me to give her both my numbers?
Oh, of course, mystery solved. I'm really surprised you didn't just phone your mobile.
Oh, not again. Are you concentrating on the game or not?
Calm down. No need to get worked up about it. Are you sure you want to go there? It was rather a predictable move.
You left me a little option.
I suppose I didn't. I wonder why she never phoned back. Michael?
If you're not going to concentrate on the game, then don't play it.
A little over the top, isn't it?
I don't think so. You seem much more interested about talking about this woman than playing our game, so I suggest we finish there. Going to the pub.
You don't get out of this that easily.
Get out of what?
You know very well what. The game. I'm winning. You're making excuses, so at some point you'll decide it was a draw. Sit down.
I'm not in the mood anymore.
Because I told you you had a phone call? Why would that make you so upset? You look worried.
At the moment, I'm worried about your sanity. Check my phone. Dial the voicemail. No messages.
If you say so,
I was just having a friendly chit-chat.
Are you alright? You're acting strange.
Probably just the wine gone to my head. Drinking on an empty stomach never suited me.
Do you want to lie down upstairs?
Trying to get rid of me.
Can I say anything that won't offend you?
Who's offended? I'm certainly not. I'm just making chit-chat, lighthearted conversation. You know what? I think I will take that lie down. We can continue this match later.
For God's sake, pick up. Jennifer, it's me. Why the hell did you ring the house phone? And why didn't you tell me? Amy's being suspicious. She doesn't believe a word I say. Call me back as soon as you get this message.
Talking to yourself?
Only leaving Chris a message. I felt bad hanging up on him.
Liar. Recognize this?
Well, I've never seen it before.
It's over. The game is up.
What game? What are you talking about?
I just discovered this phone upstairs. It was ringing. Oh, look at that. Someone's just left a voicemail. Now, if I play it, who do you think I'll hear?
Listen, it's not what you think.
It's exactly what I think. See, I've suspected something for some time. It was only a matter of time before you slipped up and proved my suspicion. So over the past few weeks, I've been planning. That's the difference between me and you, Michael. Your brain is hazy. You lack focus. You fail to understand your actions have consequences. I, on the other hand, appear to be full of surprises, but the truth is, I'm just quick-minded and decisive. I plan each move out, consider my actions, and assess the risk. It's why I always beat you at chess. It doesn't matter how hard you try, I'll always be 2 moves ahead at my worst. Now, shall we play the message? Or will you make the right move for once in your pathetic and chauvinistic life?
How did you get the phone? Amy?
She gave it to me.
She wouldn't do that.
You don't know her as well as you thought.
Sit down.
You don't appear to appreciate who's in a position of control.
I'm your husband.
And that means you can sleep with someone, not just meant to accept it.
Sleep with her? What if she told you she's lying?
I know you, Michael. Before you say anything, do not forget who you're talking to.
I can't believe we're even having this conversation. You know I'm hurt they don't trust me.
So tell me the truth.
The truth is, I love you. It is. I do. I swear I do.
You really don't know when you've been beaten, do you?
Listen, man. I would do anything to make this work. Anything. The moment I saw you, I knew you were the one for me. Remember the day we met, I told you I would marry you. I was besotted with you. I still am. I wouldn't lie to you.
And Jennifer, the girl you'd never heard of 5 minutes ago.
I wanted to protect you.
You wanted to protect yourself.
She's nothing. I barely know her.
So tell me the story. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Am I on trial?
I want to hear your defense.
She's unstable. She's been trying on me for months. And when I said no, and that I love you,
Oh, come on.
she kept turning up at the office. She was even here at the house.
This is so unbelievable.
She threatened to kill you and then kill herself.
And why would she do that?
I don't know. I don't know how her brain works.
If this is all true, and I'm not saying I believe you, but if, why didn't you just tell me?
I don't know. I didn't want to worry you.
Why didn't you just phone the police?
I thought I could talk her around.
So this girl, in your words, is unstable. She plans to kill your dearly beloved, the woman you're allegedly besotted with, and you still thought you could talk her around? I don't like that gamble. I don't like it at all.
You're right. I should have phoned the police. I don't know what I was thinking.
Then phone them.
What now?
I have a phone right here. Come on. The number is 999. But you can't, can
it was to shoot me. She told me everything.
And you believe her over me?
Yes, because she had everything to lose if she didn't tell me the truth. It's amazing what people will say when you've got a gun to their head. Another thing you recognize. It's yours, I presume.
Well, I've never seen it before.
Of course you have. It's been hidden in your locked drawer for the past 3 days.
Amy.
No, you've had your chance to come clean. Now you're gonna shut up and listen for once. It's time to get back. Chauvinistic, egotistical wart you call a brain a little rest, Michael. I know everything.
You don't scare me. You don't know anything. Do you think I was born yesterday?
No, I don't. I think you're a fossil. A relic of a bygone age where men are superior and little woman does what she's told to do. I think you're a man, struggling to keep up with the times, genuinely believing you're God's gift to the opposite sex. Think I once cared for you? Now you sicken me. Your whole mistake in this little affair was not looking behind you. If you had, you would have seen the trail you left. Great big footprints in the mud. You're not quite private detective material yet. At first, I thought it was just sex. How I wish it was just that. Oh, I nearly forgot. Police! He's got a gun! My husband! He's got a gun!
What the hell are you doing? You just phoned the police.
You're quick, aren't you? Did I mention? If you run, I will shoot you.
They won't believe you.
I'm afraid they might. They'll trace the call to here. Technology is brilliant, isn't it? I thought you have 10 minutes at most. You still don't quite grasp it, do you? I really do know everything. Quite an ingenious idea you had.
I know you're upset.
Upset? Oh no, my love. Upset doesn't cut it. I was upset when I learned you were shagging the brains out of your own personal secretary. Then I was angry, as I learned you planned to leave me for her. But when I learned you planned to kill me, to stop a messy divorce, oh, I'm not upset. I'm vengeful. So this is how it works. I caught the two of you in the act. Naturally, I was upset. We argued. You took this gun, the gun I obviously know nothing about. I ran for my life. And after making the phone call to the police, there was a struggle. Adrenaline kicked in. I somehow managed to get the gun from you. And in self-defense and for fear of what you might do, I shot you dead.
You're bluffing.
Am I? You're a gambling man. I've got a firearm. And I'm a little pissed off, to say the least. And I've been thinking about this for quite some time. What are the odds that I'm bluffing?
If you wanted to shoot me, why go through the charade? You could have taken the gun and shot me any time. You could have done it while I slept.
And how would that work?
And what about Jennifer? Where was she supposed to disappear to? She's here? Where is she?
Upstairs in our bed, of course.
Jennifer!
Oh, no, I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's an awful mess up there.
What have you done? What did you do to her?
She sleeps alone at last.
No. No, you wouldn't. You couldn't.
It appears there were 2 casualties in tonight's struggle. Shame. What a waste of life.
I don't believe you. You're manipulative. You're clever. You're not a killer.
Go and look for yourself. Would you have cried over me this much? No, don't answer that. You wouldn't pull the trigger on her. Why is that? What did I do so terrible that you can even think to end my life? No comeback, no clever answer or excuse. Oh dear, how I do miss the banter. I was hoping you'd die in a blaze of glory. I'm slightly disappointed. I envisaged something much more exciting. This is just pitiful. They'll be here soon. I'd better get on with it.
But what are you waiting for? Kill me. Kill me.
Are you even sorry? I can see fear. I can see tears for her.
In those few months, there was more love than I could have wished for in a lifetime of marriage to you.
Do you really want to antagonize me right now?
My fate is already decided, apparently, so what does it matter?
Then there's nothing stopping me, is there?
Wait. Please. How did you find out? Surely you can grant a condemned man a last wish.
You're stalling me. They'll be here in a minute.
Please, just let me know.
What does it matter?
It matters to me.
You're doing it. Even now. To think somehow I owe you something? Give a condemned man a last wish? You still don't quite understand it, do you? You condemned yourself. I know we didn't exactly have the perfect marriage. Tolerance replaced romance a long time ago. But to kill me? To get your bit on the side to supply an alibi that you were both at the office catching up on paperwork? You brought on your own fate, Michael. The police will be here in a minute. Oh, Michael, what are we gonna do, eh? If only there was a way out of this mess.
Let me go before they get here.
I'm not letting you go.
Please, I'm begging you.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Well, go on your knees. Beg for a second chance. Beg for your life.
I'm sorry, Amy. I'm so sorry.
You can put more into it than that.
Please, Amy. I'll do anything, or whatever you do. Please don't shoot me.
And then what? You start a life with another woman, never knowing the danger she is in? And where does that leave me? That won't do. I'll spend sleepless nights agonizing and obsessing over what a life you may lead. If she no longer takes your fancy, I might have inadvertently sent the poor bitch to a firing squad with yours truly. How can I let you go? I can't. Goodbye, Michael.
Don't. I'll give you anything. Please don't kill me.
There's nothing you can say that will stop me.
If you do this, you know they'll haunt you forever.
A price I'll have to pay.
And you think you'll get away with it?
You bet your life I'll get away with it.
Please, I'll give you anything. Just let me go, Amy. Please, let me go.
Listen to me, Michael. Since these are some of the last words I ever intend to say to you, you are not worth doing time for.
I don't understand.
Poor Michael, keep up. You've been had.
Jennifer?
Alive and well, of course.
Thank God.
Yes, quite. Quite a spectacular ending to our marriage. Not what I expected all those years ago when I made those vows.
But the police?
Won't be coming. But don't think you get to walk away from this that easy.
If you don't wish to kill me, then what do you want from me?
I want you to remember the terror you just felt. I want you to never forget the cruel, twisted woman you made me to be. I'm going to make your life misery. I'm going to tear you apart slowly and over time. Death is just too good for you. Keep looking over your shoulder because one day, one dreadful, dark day, I will be waiting for you. I will crush you and destroy you as you destroyed me. By the time I'm finished, Michael, you will not only wish I had pulled that trigger, you will wish you had never been born. Now, go on before I show mercy and bury you after all.
Before I go, please just tell me, where is Jennifer?
How the hell should I know? Though I doubt she'll ever want to see you again. Come on, work it out. You really are stupid. How did I find out?
She told you?
Unlike you, she's human. She has a conscience. She told me everything.
She wouldn't do that.
She feared her own safety. Who wouldn't after hearing your evil? I wouldn't try to contact her if I were you. She's got enough evidence to put you behind bars for life.
You bitch! You turned her against me!
We're merely a product of what you made us. Don't expect me to feel empathy for you. Well, how about it? Looks like I've won. Time to face the audience. Jennifer, what are you doing here?
You took your time. Did you get enough of the end of that conversation recorded? Oh, Amy. Checkmate.